and welcome to part 2 of Google Calendar appointment schedule. Where we left off in part 1 was booked appointment settings. Now we're moving on to the next section, which is calendars. As we've done in part 1, we created a calendar specifically for interviews to keep ourselves organized and to separate it from our personal OCDSB calendar. To select that calendar, uncheck the box beside Check Calendars for Availability. And then beside your name, select the drop-down and select the calendar that you would like the interviews to be on. So you'll now see the colors have changed to the calendar that you've selected. Underneath that, you have your co-hosts. If you select that, you will see that you're the only person in this appointment. If you wanted to add another colleague to attend the appointment, you can add them through here. If not, you can leave it as is. Click on the next button, and then you'll have the last few options for the appointment schedule. So location and conference, this is where you can select how and where to meet. You can do a Google Meet video conference, an in-person, and you can specify the location, or if it's a phone call, or none, or to be specified later. For now, I'll leave it as none. And then the description section. This is where you can add a note to explain what your appointment schedule is about. So if it's a parent-teacher interview, you could say it's Mrs. Apple parent-teacher interview schedule. This will appear on your booking page and its confirmation emails. Beneath that, you have your booking form. So this is where you can specify what you want the person that is booking with you to provide you with. So if it's just a student to do an appointment with their guidance counselor, you could just do first name, last name, or just first name and email address, anything that you require. A good tip for parent-teacher interviews, you can add an item to request for a student name. You can have the parent add the student name so that you know which student this parent-teacher interview will be about. Click on the drop-down arrow. You'll have the option to do phone number or custom item. Select custom item, then enter what you would require. And make it required so that they cannot book unless they've answered this item. Then we'll select add item. So now you'll see that you have the first name, last name, email address, and then the child's name that is required. You can require email verification. If not, if you don't need that, you can uncheck it. Finally, we come to booking confirmations and reminders. If you select the drop-down arrow there, the calendar invitation is required and it is defaulted as on. So you cannot change that. But underneath that, you can change email reminders. So this is defaulted to 1 day before, but if you want to change it, click on the drop-down arrow and you have all these other options, or you can customize as well. And you can do multiple reminders by selecting Add Reminder. Once you're satisfied with what you have created, you can now click Save. And now it's been saved. Stay tuned for part 3, where we go over what the booking page looks like on your calendar and how it looks like on the other end where the person is trying to book an appointment with you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in part 3.